I've done Anusha, like until that document information.
Yeah, the server side setup, client side setup, everything is completed, right?
Yes, Anusha. Like in that PDF, so what is mentioned that one only, right, Anusha? That one I have completed.
Okay.
Like it is asking for SAP login credentials. Until then, we have done. I have done.
Mhm. What about other stream?
Yeah, installed.
Okay, rest of the people.
So I have not yet done, Anusha. I will do it today.
So who are pending to install Tosca SAP team, just do it today. So probably I'll start SAP tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. So guys, let us come into the yesterday's concept. I'm just giving a combination of click operations. Okay. How to perform a click operation using a click method with percentile method and a click method with the pixel method. These all only for the knowledge purpose. Okay. Not much. Um, Very rare situations we use these things. Only pixel means you have to use pixel instead of percentile. Jump means if you want to avoid a cursor movement at the time of execution, then use your jump method. This jump method you can go with a combination of click and percentile. So we are just avoiding here a cursor movement. I'll show you an example. Jump you can give like this also. Horizontal first and vertical first, we cannot avoid the cursor movement. It must we can see cursor movement here, but it go horizontal mist. It go in a particular pattern. Like first the cursor movement. I'm just telling the cursor movement. We can see towards horizontally first and vertical. This is the way it go. So coming back to the vertical first, it's quite opposite. First it go to the vertical first and later horizontal. And in this vertical first and horizontal first team, we can go with the click combinations like open curly braces, click of vertical first. This is the direct approach. And here also same, the click of horizontal first. But here you can go with the pixel range, percentile range also. So how to do that? Just simply use here another pixel range. But jump method is not possible here because the jump method it always avoid the cursor movement. Avoiding cursor movement with horizontal first, vertical first is not at all possible. Okay. These all are the different ways to perform a click operations, but it's a kind of information only thing. Most of the cases we cannot use in real time, but whenever you are performing some kind of recording feature, ARA feature, that time it automatically capture these things. In a percentile method and pixel method, and what are the numberings I'm just giving here? These numberings, it's completely optional. Okay. Completely optional is nothing but these are not accurate numbers. So based on your execution flow and your cursor movement and click operations, accordingly you have to give this. So let me show you all these executions in one shot. If you go back to here, do check out. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. I'm just trying to find the some controls which is there in a directly in a home page. So drag and drop this one into your test case team. And here I'm just taking help of login functionality. As of now, we all knows this is a click operation. Open curly braces, click. And if you want to perform, let me change the cardinality of this login. Do check out the module first. Come back here. One more login is there. Another one is the X method. Okay. So one is login method and another one is the X method. So these two we know very well. So not only capital X, small x is also applicable. Anything is perfectly identical. Now, just open this application in your browser. Observe focus only on the cursor movements. Okay. I can highlight the cursor, just observe only the cursor movement, where exactly it is going and what is happening. You are not able to see that particular one. Give me one moment. Let me find any other module also. In the insurance project, we have like directly this control, so I'll use this. Any of this is perfectly fine. I just want to show you the click operations, not much. Come back here. Mm. These all are the grouped controls team. These are not loaded. I'm just ungrouping these controls. Yeah. Now drag and drop this one into your test case. Correct. So see here, then this is our test case. I'm just using a click operation on the automobile And let us change the cardinality of this automobile. Sample.triscientist.com. Okay. The site is open. And here the click operation. If you use this one day, I'm just running. You can see my cursor movement. I think everyone able to see my cursor movement, right?
Yes.
So here team, if you are using click operation, you guys able to see the cursor movement exactly going to the control and it is performing a click operation. Is everyone able to see that?
Yes.
And the next thing is here, if you want to avoid the cursor movement, then use the X method. So what exactly this X method do? X method do avoid the cursor movement and directly perform the click operation on the control. I'm just disabling the first one, a capital X only enabled right now. Try to run the script. So here the control is highlighted and then it performed the click operation. Now, if you come back here, even the capital X and small x, both are identical. If you use any of these, it works without giving an error message. Able to see the click operation on automobile is performed successfully without moving the cursor. Let me update these properties as well I just coming back to the home page. Let me update this title to the star. Then I don't need to worry. So even the page is changed, obviously it is going to work. This is the capital X. Now, if you come across the different combinations now, okay. Combinations is here. Click of percentile method. Even you can see in this message also, here you can see horizontal offset, vertical offset, like axis, y-axis, x-axis, pixel method, percentile method, it is already given here. Okay. The numbering is not a stable one thing. Just give your 20 percentile and then 30 percentile. 10 or 20. Okay, I just mentioned some percentile. If you're using click tip, make sure obviously you're going to see some kind of cursor movement. Are you guys able to see the cursor movement where exactly it is pointing?
Yes, solution.
Yeah. And this is the kind of cursor movement. And this is the percentile method tip. So if you want to do the same way with the pixel method, 10 pixel, 20 pixel, just give the value accordingly and then verify that is accurately going or not. If that is not going accurately, then you have to modify the value. Somewhat it is going accurately and it is performing a click operation on automobile. These two are the percentile range.
So
And
how you are disabled that one? How you are disabled?
these things,
Yes, yes, yes.
right click and disable. Okay. Right click and disable, enable. Here you can see shortcut key. What is the shortcut key here? F7. Able to see that? The key
Yes.
F7. So I'm just hitting the F7. That is the reason those are disabling. Okay. For enable, disable. Both the cases use the F7 shortcut key. Otherwise, select the control and do right click, disable. Click of jump method. In a click of jump method, it is perfectly and clearly avoid the cursor movement. You can see my cursor is here. It automatically jump the cursor this location to this location. So you cannot see this kind of movement. You cannot see this kind of movement. Directly jump the current location to target location directly. That is what jump method. If you go with the vertical first, horizontal first, yes, that is also possible here. Vertical first. So whenever you are using vertical first, as I mentioned earlier, so the navigation flow of the cursor, it's very strict to cursor movement. First, it move towards vertical based on your cursor location, and it move towards horizontal. If it control is there in the right side, then it move horizontal like this, or it move horizontally like this to perform the click operation. So this kind of movement, it's completely depends upon your cursor pointing. Let me disable this. Vertical first, click this one, run this one. You can see my cursor movement is here. Observe very carefully. First, it move the cursor towards vertically. Later, it move the cursor towards horizontally. Are you guys able to see the cursor movement?
Yes, Anusha.
So we cannot avoid cursor movement at vertical first level and horizontal first level. So make a note of that. So horizontal first is nothing but the cursor movement. Horizontal first. Right click here and disable this one. Now select the test step and run. You can see the cursor movements, okay? It move the cursor towards horizontally first and then vertically, and then it perform the click operation. And even you can use the combination of vertical first with the pixel and percentile, but jump is not possible. Clear, guys? These all are the separate click operation methods.
Anusha, while running, if unnecessary windows like Teams, team messages are coming, then we can use click jump directly. Yeah.
Yeah. See, the thing is, it's not related to unnecessary messages. Whenever we are trying to perform a click operation on so and so control, let us assume at the time of execution, your cursor is here. Okay. It do this kind of movement. At the time of movement is happening, what happens? Some of the controls are highlighting in between. Are you able to see? Some controls
Oh,
are
yes.
highlighting, some controls, the hidden controls, whenever the cursor is there, some hidden controls it display. Somewhat unexpectedly, it's try to something it select while moving cursor movements like this. In real time, we always avoid the cursor movement. So how to avoid the cursor movement? Two approaches. One is use X method, either capital X, small x. Other one is directly use click with the jump combination. Got it?
Got it.
Oh. In the click with jump combination, you can see cursor movement, but it do a jumping activity. But here you cannot see any cursor movement, directly it hit the control. Okay.
Got it.
So these all are the click operations in Tosca team and the different ways of click operations here. Let us go to the another concept today. That is PC shell operations. Let us take very small concept. Guys, as I mentioned earlier, make sure to complete your SAP installations today, okay? So mathematical operations. In Tosca, if you want to perform any kind of addition operation, mathematical operation, two functions are there. Two functions are there. One is math function, another one is calc function. What is the difference between these two? Okay. So math, it perform only a mathematical related operations. So math, it always perform the mathematical related operations like addition operation, subtraction, multiplication, division, less than or greater than, like this. It perform all these kind of operations. And what about calc? Calc is also do the same thing. Calc is also do the same thing. But what is the difference? So team, this calc method, it always works based on your Excel formulas. Getting my point? If you are using calc method in your Tosca, make sure it has a dependency on your Excel engine in your system. If you have an Excel engine, then only it is going to work. Otherwise, it's given error message. Okay. Why? Because this calc is majorly focusing on the mathematical operations only, but which is related to Excel formulas. So we used to write some Excel formulas in an Excel level, correct? Yes or no? You open any Excel sheet in Excel sheet, if you want to do some addition operation, some kind of any other categories, yes, obviously we are going to do that, correct? So here in the calc also you can do same thing, addition, multiplication, subtraction. Along with that, you can also pass this functions. And here also some functions. This math is also accept some functions team, and calc is also accept some functions. Whenever you want to build some logic which is related to some complicated with addition, arithmetic or mathematic operation level, we always think the alternative way how we used to do in Excel. If it is working in Excel, then we use calc method, combination of the respective formula. Okay. Now the syntax is here, team. Open curly braces, math of operands. Operand 1 plus operand 2, like this. You can give the number of operands. So the direct arithmetic is also possible. Math of 10 plus 20 plus 20. Okay. Then it return the value as a 40. So without math, if you are trying to give 20 plus 20, so what is the outcome for this? It return the same value, 20 plus 20. It won't perform any addition operation here. If you're expecting some addition operation for two different numbers or two digits, make sure to use a math expression, math of 20 plus 20. Okay. So then how to do in a calc, Anusha? Yes, the calc is also same thing. Instead of math, you can use the calc method. Okay. Then it returns the 40 value. Without calc, if you are trying to perform an addition, no, it won't perform it. Obviously, it returns the 20 plus 20. So the difference is very important here. And even if you want to get the length of the characters also, it is possible in a calc. And what functions we used to do in a math, what functions we used to do in a calc, let me show you that. Are you guys remember in a web application, the tables operations? I'll give you an example, don't worry. So this is the perform a calculation section. In this calculation section, the first section is related to calc and second section is related to math. And even if you see in official doc also, if you see in official document also, they mentioned very clearly we required Excel engine, and the version of Excel engine is also defined very clearly. You can see this top. To perform calculations in your test, use these two expressions. If you come to the calc, if you have MS Microsoft Excel 2020 or later, must be installed in your system. Okay. If you want to work, you don't need to worry about Excel. You can directly perform an actions at a math level. Got it? The difference between these two. So the calc is having a dependency with your Excel team. Math is don't have any dependencies. Okay. And math, what functions this math is going to accept? These all are the mathematical operation supported operators, guys. So in the supported operators, plus addition or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, all these things you can automate into the math level. Okay, these all are the supported operators to perform the math. And even it supports some kind of functions also. Let me show you those functions here. This is the operators. If you come back to here, math is also support of functions. These all are the mathematical functions. If you're using math, you can go with apps and ceiling, floor, max, minimum, power round, sine, square, and truncate. Only these functions you can perform using a mathematic operation. Clear? So see here, Tim, these all are the direct and indirect operands we use to perform. For example, apps or float, this is also possible. Let me show you in practically. Control T. I think I already explained these things in our tables operation. Are you guys remember? While doing a
Yes, sir.
repetition.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And here, team, math of 20 plus 20. Okay. Then it performed the arithmetic operation and it returned the value as a 40. Are you able to see? You can directly provide the values and do the addition operation. Not only addition operation, you can take any of these. So the math of multiply by 2020, or if you want to add any additional, divided by 2. Okay. So you can give a translation of value based on the logic it perform and it return the values accordingly. Then here use one more math expression and here give minus 20 minus 20 divided by 10 or 20 or 100. Yes, that is possible. You can give complicated mathematic operating also here. Not only direct number team, if something it is stored in your buffer section, if you want to call the buffers, that is also possible. For example, I just want to buffer the A value and then B value. Let me rename this one to the B. A value it is holding something 23, 45, 67. B value it is holding only 2. Then directly use the math expression only, but here inside this use open curly braces capital B of A. So because Tim, you are calling the buffer, make sure at the time of calling the buffer, must you have to pass in a syntax manner. These all are the syntaxes. We are not passing the values directly. We are just using some kind of buffers. Okay. If you translate this value, it do addition operation and it return the value accordingly 23, 45, 16. Now let us coming to the methods team. So it returns the absolute value specified here. Even the some minus values are there. What is saying returns the smallest integer and greater than or equal to specified number. So if, for example, ceiling 1.5, 2.5, it is there. So it always returns some kind of equality number, floor, maximum number. Let me show you the max. Open curly braces math of, this is the normal syntax. Within the syntax or within the square bracket, just use max of open bracket, close bracket. Here just use 100, 200. 100, 200. So in this 100, 200 level, which one is the maximum number? It returns the value as a 200. Okay. These all are the mathematic related functions. So whenever we had a chance, we used to go with these kind of methods. But compared to math, both are having a 50-50 chances. It depends upon our test case flows and logic dependency. Depends upon that either we can choose calc or math. Any one of these is perfectly fine. If you don't want to go with Excel dependency, then use math. If you want to implement some logic which is related to your Excel engine dependency, then use your calc method. So even in the official doc also they mentioned in the same approach team. So this is a calc operation. In this calc, enter the formula which is into MS Excel level. Okay. So present is Tosca syntax, it always check into the MS Excel and here. If you want to know which Excel it is, create one TCP. Excel language is a local language and then use the supported operands. This is another syntaxes. Let me show you that. Right click and translate this values to. Here you can see the maximum value is 200. But team, in the math expression, if you want to take the count of these numbers, count of these particular values, it is not possible. Length of the numbers, sum of the numbers, and even we have a lot of functions in Excel engine, right? Those are not possible in a math. What functions it is possible in a math, we can do only those functions. And coming to here, one more thing like a calc function. The same thing you can achieve with a calc also. Let me show you. Instead of math, just use here calc. Without giving an error, yes, it used to run it because these are not invalid. These are valid only. But the thing is, we are using a calc method. That's it. Calc is also support the max number, minimum number and all. So if you run this one, these all are run team without any error category because it is calc is going to support all these operations. Now, in the calc level, I just want to explain one more thing to get the length of the value. For example, team, I just want to get the length of the order ID. This is the order ID. It is there in a buffer section. Initially, I'll directly pass the len function some numbers. This is a len function. If you translate this len function, are you able to see the length of the values? What is the length I just passed into that expression T? Totally 7. You can see in the back end how many characters are there? 7 characters are there. Directly, I just pass the value. If you want to pass the value towards a buffer section, something it is there in your buffer, if you want to pass that, then use here calc of len of, just open curly braces, capital B of buffer name, order ID, and close brackets, close square bracket, close curly braces. This is the buffers. I'm just passing. And here you have to check one thing, Tim. I'll show you that. 3. So see here, this above value it is only integer and the below value is also only number. Here you can see only number. I just want to know, team, this email ID level, totally how many characters are there? I just want to know the length of this email ID. I just want to know the length of this email ID. So this email ID, it's a combination of alphanumeric. Get? Okay. Even whenever you have a combination of alphanumeric, the len function, inside this call the buffer, capital B of email. That's it. See here, team, len function, whenever you are using length function to capture the count of the characters, so that is not directly applicable for the alphanumeric values. This is going to work for numbers directly, but in the alphanumerics, it is not working. Here you can see it is telling like it is not a valid in MS Excel formulas. For details, please paste the expression in a MS Excel. So here, team, whenever you are passing some kind of alphanumeric combinations, just make sure to enter these things into string. So the double quotes. What exactly these double quotes? This is the another approach to represent the len function. So 4 double quotes, not single one, 4 double quotes. This is the another syntax of the calc. If calc is working fine, that's fine. If not, you have to pass the value within a, the value is here to something anu, some 4-digit number at gmail.com. To get this particular value length, you just use the 4 double quote syntax. If you are using this 4 double quote syntax, if you translate this value, obviously translate the value. Totally how many characters are there? 18 characters are there. This is another syntax of the calculating. So whenever you want to perform some actions, if that is not working accurately, then pass that particular value into the double quotes. How many double quotes here? 4 double quotes. This is the syntax of the calc. Clear? For example,
Yes.
if you want to perform any concatenation, like for 2 string values are there, you just want to do ABC plus ABC. Is that possible? Directly, it is not possible. Even if you are trying to do, let me show you calc of, I'm just passing ABC plus XYZ. Okay, if you are passing like this, if we do translation of this value, what is the value it is giving? Some kind of random and invalid number it is generated. Okay. If you want to pass, if you are passing any kind of strings, always make sure to pass within a double quotes. How many double quotes here? Make sure these 3 are the 4 double quotes. That is the syntax here. Now, once I pass these values into a double quotes, you can translate this value. Still it is giving because we cannot perform addition operation for 2 string values. Okay. False. So I mentioned true equal to here. It is returning the value as a false because ABC is different, XYZ is different. Clear? I think, let me check. Am I explain that operation or not? So I just asked you people to buffer the items verification of the quantity. I'll give you this logic tag. So team, please confirm me once. Do we had a discussion about this one, like verification of the total amount? The table. Okay. In a table, what is the price here? So which basis this total amount it generates? Price multiplied by quantity. Then the total is equal to total, right? What is the formula here? Total is equal to price multiplied by quantity. This is the formula, correct?
Yes.
So within the table level, I just want to verify the quantity. Okay, then how to do that? It's the table format only. This is the table. Let us go here. I'm just going to the $1, the first row of the table. And here I'm just going to the price. So the price value team, I just want to buffer only the visible text. Then go to steer property, visible, inner text is equal to price. And action mode is buffer. So what are the value it is visible? It buffer only that value. Now I just want to enter the quantity. The quantity select here. And I just want to enter the quantity. Like let us use up arrow 2 times. Click on up arrow. Okay. And I just want to perform one more click. I'm just taking copy paste here. Okay. Once you click on up arrow 2 times, buffer the quantity value. Just go here and select this one. Here, just mention quantity is equal to buffer. So here you can see I just buffer the price amount and then quantity amount. I just want to verify the total now. So if you come across the total cell value in the total level, just do a verification. How to do that? I want to verify math of mathematical expression I'm using. Capital B of what is the formula? Price multiply by what is the next one? Quantity. Okay. Now is equal to verify. So here team in the total amount, I'll just run up to here, okay? If any errors are coming, we can fix this. So whenever we had a chance, that time only we used to fix the things accordingly. So the first arrow click is done. Second time is also it is done. And now $27 multiplied by 3, total amount is $81 here. So it has to verify $81. Let's see. I think it is going to give an error message. So see here, team, it is not working. We can see the quantity price is buffered successfully. What is the price value? If you see here, what is the price value? $27. Quantity is also buffered here. Could not find the cell value like a quantity. Okay, let's see the quantity level. It is giving an error. The first 2 times it is up arrow is working, but the third time the quantity is not buffering. This one. Let me disable this quantity step. Try to run now. So here one more issue, team. Whenever you are using a buffer option for a price, what is the value it is capturing? Dollar of 27 rupees, right?
Yes.
So if a dollar is adding as a prefix, can we do multiplication for that? No. Are you
No.
getting my point? So for that, what I'm doing, I'm directly using the syntax here. Open curly braces, XB of X. What I'm doing right now here, I'm just buffering, the same buffering I'm doing, but I'm using here dynamic expression. After the dollar, which amount it is generated, I'm just buffering only that respective amount. Okay. Now, at the time of doing a verification also here, just use tier property visible inner text is equal to dollar. After dollar, what are the amount is there? I'm just applying a quantity for that particular one. Let's do a run again. So now the script is executed successfully. The last one team here, you can see the value is here. Your expected value is $81. Yeah, actual value is also $81. Everyone able to see? Clear, team?
Yes, Amisha.
So I just used here some math expression to validate this one. If you want, you can go with the calc expression as well. Okay, no? So Tim, these all are the math and calc expressions in Tosca. Okay. Somewhat I explained in a tables concept and other examples, but in a repetition also I added math expression -1, math of B -1, C -1, something I just added like that. Do cross check and practice accordingly. Got it? And calc related entire documentation I'm just adding here. So please make sure to check the documentation whenever you have some kind of free time. So team who are pending with SAP setup and all, please make sure to complete by tomorrow, okay? And coming to here, team TC shell operations is nothing but it is a command line operations. Recording feature is also very rarely we use these two. Recording feature is nothing but it is a kind of ARA feature, automation recording assistance, ARA feature. So the string operations in those part, we have a string operations that is also important. To perform some string operation, verify the character existency, replace existency and all, we can go with the string operations. But by default inbuilt methods are there. The list of methods, what are the list of methods and all, we'll discuss those points too. So hardly our classes will continue or complete within 1 week or 2 weeks. That's it, not more than that. Okay.
Okay, Amisha.
And if you guys are done with SAP setup, let me know. I'll start SAP immediately. In SAP also, you can go with these things like mathematic operations and table concepts and all these things are covered into SAP level also. Same concepts only. I'll give you the complete explanation and along with one example also. Then I'll start Tosca API and database testing. So these things are very small concepts, very rare scenarios we use this one. And once we're done with that, directly we go to the Tosca cloud. This Tosca cloud, it is have a 14 days of the trial version. 14 days of the trial version. Entire this 14 days team, yes, you have to get kind of hands-on on the Tosca Cloud, Agentic AI, Vision AI, Elastic Grid Execution. Elastic Grid Execution, it is a CI/CD pipeline from the cloud point of, like DEX only. Not DEX exactly. It is CI/CD pipeline in the cloud level. So I'll give you completely walkthrough on this Tosca Cloud 1 or 2 days. The rest of the days you can do practice. Okay. Any questions, team, so far?
Yes, Amisha. Can you add the OTP also in the pending concepts? Like when we trigger OTP to the Gmail, it buffers from the Gmail and it enter into the current tab.
Just give a try from your side, okay? Have you tried that? The complete Gmail, it's behaving like a table, okay? So scan your Gmail account and it is acting as a Gmail. Once email is triggered, your email ID, go to that, verify the mail and open the mail and buffer the value. Just give a try. If that is not working, let me know, I'll explain. Okay, Chief. So we can connect tomorrow same time. Thanks to you all for joining today's session.